They have previously won the tournament. We have the METU Unicorns, who have come up very short twice. They've got silver medal, they got bronze, they want it.
Yeah,
Titans. Titans want to rekeep, is that a word?
Nah.
They want to maintain the title.
They want to repeat what they did last year.
They want to repeat. Unicorns want to do it for the first time. So right now we have, this is beautiful, a bit of camaraderie. Every player is shaking hands with every single other player and the refs. Which, that's Quidditch, isn't it? You know, about to play a really tough game. It's going to be physical. You know, we hope not, but there might be an injury.
If you don't like that, you should never watch Quidditch ever. Basically, that's the gist of it.
Yes.
And yeah, you won a prize in the raffle, and tell me, Bex, have you won in any previous raffles before?
Well, I'm not sure I rub it in, but I have won every EQC that I've gone to. I've won a prize in the raffle.
Yeah. Can you please at least try to sound humble and like not a bit?
No, because I know I'm very lucky, and sometimes life be like that. EQC 4 years ago, I told the person drawing the names to dig deeper into the bucket. She pulled out my number, so yeah.
That has a taste.
Yeah.
That has a special taste.
Yep. So, who are you backing to win?
I gotta say, I think it's gonna be the Paris Titans running away with it. Not because of their chasing game. I think that's where the METU Unicorns can actually have at it and succeed. But I think the seeking game is something that we've seen all day and all tournament long, that Paris can kick it up a notch, and just ruin every opponent's dreams of ever conquering or winning against them.
They won't quash my dreams of winning the raffle again next year. However, I disagree with you. I don't think it's going to be a runaway. I think it's going to stay in swim. I believe it's going to stay in swim. I want it to stay in swim, but I'm a Unicorn fan.
I mean, it's hard not to root for these guys up down there. I think there's one of the nicest teams I've ever met. Actually, it was my first tournament in Adana, playing the Intergalactic Cup which the Unicorns hosted. Lovely group of people, very hospitable guys, and all around.
I agree. The Intergalactic Cup, they host it. They've hosted, I think, three or four of them so far. Four of them.
What, already?
In Turkey. It's moved locations, changed season as well. They did it in the summer, they done it in the winter. And yeah, they all...
Guys, we're back online. We're sorry for the technical difficulties. Our tech guys were on it. We're back here. Sorry for the delay, but everything's running smoothly now, and you can enjoy this game of Quidditch.
Oh, that's good. How long was the technical difficulty? Did they hear about my raffle?
It's going to be on YouTube, so people that are watching live didn't hear about you winning the raffle.
Well,
but
fun fact.
Come on, Bex.
I just won prizes in the raffle.
You'll have it on YouTube, and you can put YouTube Rewind, and you can watch it for hours on end.
You bet I will. So yeah, the Intergalactic Cup, hosted by the Unicorns. They get teams. Vienna Vanguards have gone. OSA Vikings have gone. London players from the UK have gone to Merck, like myself. Germany, all over the place, have gone to play in Turkey, and they organise everything for you. You just rock up, they book the hotel, they've sorted the social, you don't have to go anywhere, you don't have to do anything, they bring food to the field, and you have hammam, Turkish bath.
Oh, hammam, awesome, awesome time there, yeah.
Yeah, the best. Now, I've never been to a tournament hosted by the Titans.
Yeah, so. The Paris Titans have not, I think, hosted a tournament, but yet they rather go to tournaments to win them, and that is why they've come to Harelbeke in Belgium, in order to win this title for the 4th time or the 5th time? If they win it today.
I thought it was the 2nd. I think they could win it for the 3rd.
All right, okay, maybe the 3rd. And yeah, the Paris Titans are eager to be put in. Actually, I've heard earlier before that Sami Fekak is not feeling too well, may not play. I can't see him at the moment, whether he's ready to contribute to his team. Oh, there he is, all right. On the pitch, in his jersey, so it might have just been a scare. Sami Fekak looking good and ready to get the chance in for the Paris Titans.
I'm terribly sorry. I misspoke. They won EQC in 2015.
Yeah.
Yes, they won it in 2015 in Oxford.
Yeah.
They won it again 2016, which was in Gallipoli,
yeah, then
Italy.
The NTNUI thing happened. And yeah, then
what
they won
NTNUI thing?
I mean,
2017.
NTNUI
upset them.
Yeah.
NTNUI finished 4th, and Titon ended in 5th. That was great. That was absolutely fantastic. And they won the French Cup for the 4th time. March just gone. So they're looking at this and then thinking, yeah, come on, let's do it. Let's do what's never been done. Let's win again.
I mean, I'm going to be really excited about watching the beater department in this game, as METU Unicorns tend to be very aggressive with their beaters. Their beaters come up very deep into the opposing half, and this could either cause some chaos in Paris defense, or it could cause them to lose the ball, the quaffle, and maybe some quick counters. We'll see how it develops.
Yeah, I definitely feel the bludger game is going to make or break. I think, I think both teams are going to go for male beater lines.
Yeah.
Mainly because I don't think METU even have a female beater with them. Their best female beater is on study abroad in the Netherlands. So that's why she's not playing with them.
Ah, all right.
So I guess they've just adapted and worked around. And they have the strongest female chasers in all of Europe. I'm just going to say, you've got Yaron Usar, you've got Jan Suboska, and you've got Benon Emery.
Yeah, and there's not even Sila Yüksel on there. You remember her? I mean, she's not. She couldn't be here, unfortunately, but she's a great chaser altogether, staying home at Turkey. Turkish chasers excel in any category. Female Turkish chasers.
Yeah, earlier in the day, they were running 3 female chasers and 2 male beaters when Snitch was on pitch, and I was here for that. I loved it. Now, it's whether the Titans 3, because they're not big on using their women in the same way as METU, whether they're Albert and that crew, very famous Titan, Mikael, whether theirs can beat the Unicorns 4. That's what it's going to come down to.
Yeah. I think one of the analysts of Australia earlier told us, maybe Paris needs to rethink about their one-pass offense, because oftentimes it's a back driving and then one pass to the right person at the right time for the score. Not sure if that's going to work. They had some troubles in their half final versus the Hippogriffs. Managed to get on top, but it's not like they could be that were coasting in this final. Paris looked vulnerable all the tournament long, actually.
So let's see. That's what we can do.
Yeah,
see what we're going to see. Yeah, and on the ref team, we've got Eamon Harrison. We've got Steve Cochran, Lawrence Sterry, Fraser Posford, Ashara Paris, and...
That's Nicholas Muller.
Nicholas Muller. And the last one, I'm not quite sure,
because
she's standing behind, I can't see her face. But some of the best refs in Europe. I'm very proud there's a lot of UK refs there. Yeah?
Yeah, they are proud.
That is so proud. Like, we like to volunteer. Not as much as the Netherlands, I don't think, but we do bring some high-quality refs. Eamon Harrison, of course, on the IQA ref team, rulebook team. So he writes the rules. So you can argue all you want, but he's like, no, I know this because I wrote it, so don't mess. And Steve Cochran was head of UK gameplay, has now been taken over by Eamon, in fact. So nice switching of power there. So yeah, that's very exciting. Oh, the other rest was Pauline Raves. So there you go. Pauline Raves has done volunteers and officials organizing for like most of the major tournaments that have come up in the last 2
years. Yeah, she's been involved in this tournament as well in a great way.
This tournament, World Cups, European Games, EQCs. She's done it all, a real powerhouse volunteer.
I mean, we got to really thank our partners here, the city of Harelbeke, providing us with this great stadium. Phoenix TV giving you this live stream, and although there's technical difficulties, I think you can agree this is a great opportunity for you guys at home, being able to watch this final of the EQC Championship 2019.
And I want to thank you for the opportunity to commentate the final. I posted in the comment.
I think I speak for everybody. You were born for this.
Oh, thank you.
To
chat. I love it. I love it. I said post in the comments if you like my jokes and like my commentary, and people did, and I feel I've not got any hate mail.
People actually, they were yearning for more. So maybe you can get off that sun-blocking hat and get on your joke-making hat. And
this is no joke. You're German. This is no joke. This is serious Quidditch.
Serious.
Serious Quidditch.
Arbeit. Yeah, sorry.
So, oh my goodness, I am so excited. Oh, I love EQC. It's my favorite weekend of the year, apart from also European Games or World Cup, and apart from British Quidditch Cup. To be honest, I also like the other ones I go to, but this one's still my favorite. I love it. I love it. Love it.
I mean, I really can't wait for this game to start, for it to find a hopefully very suspenseful finale of this tournament, and then to celebrate with all these players coming from all across Europe tonight here in Harelbeke, celebrate our sport, our camaraderie, our community, and get this weekend over with and have our new championship.
But over with in the best way.
over the with in the best way. I'm
Not
sorry.
over with.
Sometimes my English doesn't allow for the best expression possible, so I'm very glad that I have a true Brit on my side.
true
next
Brit.
to Lachlan.
A true Brit via Ireland and Catalonia. No, I think I've got a lot of work to do before I could commentate like this in German. So it is Guten. It is Guten, Philip. Don't worry. Don't worry at all. Oh my goodness. I also love how we can hear the refs this year. That's fantastic addition. Okay. I am so excited.
And everybody's ready. And here we go. Bex, hold my hand. Off we go.
We are off. Turkey immediately claims possession of the quaffle and it is in the hands of Jansu, number 13. Jansu, so I told you, Jansu Boska. I said that from the start.
Yeah.
Absolutely phenomenal. Look, she's carrying the ball. She's not passed it off to anybody else. She's like, I know where to go. Handing it off to
Arif, I think.
Arif,
Yeah.
number 47.
He came to METU only 2 years ago, I think, was playing for another Turkish team, and he was a great addition to the squad.
Oh,
Picked off by Tarzan.
Tarzan with the shortest shorts in French Quidditch and one of the nicest bums,
Oh,
apparently.
where's the bludger? There's no bludger there, but a lot of Paris Titans.
There's no budget, and they did their immediate drive, pass, shoot, goal. Now, I hope that one goal in 45 seconds does not set the tone. I want METU to counter.
Definitely, of course, we
Titans
want.
with their imaginative chant is ooh, 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 ooh right now. So whoever the UK gets behind, we're going to have some great chanting. It comes from our football culture.
Yeah, I bet. You blokes have a lot of banter, I think, and it really shows on the Quidditch pitch as well.
Oh yeah, we love the banter. Yes. But no, Quidditch serious, I say. Quidditch, no joke, no joke.
Yeah. No joke, that's Albert walking the pitch, across the pitch in the direction of your hoops.
Albert, the president of the Quidditch France Association.
And he looks so posh going across the pitch in a slow motion. Now he's getting speed.
And
bad pass.
They are chasing down the quaffle. I would say Albert essentially passed that quaffle to himself. Oh, beaten onto Tarzan. Tarzan's beat. Arif has picked up the ball. There is no beater to stop him. Get it in. Yes. And I will use my first yeet.
Oh, yes.
My first yeet of this match. He yetted it, if you will, the past tense, practically into Luxembourg.
And did you hear the crowd? I think there's some unicorn fans up in the stands in this great atmosphere in this stadium. The sound is terrific. Having the stands full of Quidditch fans is just great.
If this was, if they could hear us, I would ask for more chanting, but they can't. It's only you at home, and you can chant by yourselves at home if you want. I would, if you're having a viewing party.
Get on the nerves of your neighbor and stuff. Yeah.
Shout out to everybody who's having a viewing party. I know they're happening in Australia and Ireland because those people have messaged me, but I'm sure they're happening everywhere else as well.
Great beat, and Arif can go again. Nobody's in his way. Tarzan may be able to stop him. Pass to
Bennett. Oh! Now, that hoop fell down. That has really irked me, Philip.
Yeah?
The fact that she would have got that in, but the hoop has fallen down, and I'm a little bit miffed. Dare I say, miffed. Nice bit slanky.
I don't think that it was intentional, but of course it prevented the goal, and yeah.
But
the Unicorns won at least. Steve Cockram to tell them, okay guys, let's leave the hoops as they are.
Maybe the hoops won't make it out of this tournament. Yes, so Benin, like I said, Benin Amir. Oh.
It wasn't Benin, I think it was Chansu. Yep, the girl driving right there was Chansu. Benin was in the backside.
Titans number 21. Illegal interaction.
Yeah, they are.
No,
seriously.
Oh, no, Steve has scored a card on Valentin, number 21. Valentin, Val, a long-established Titan. Apparently, he's never tired. That was a fun fact they supplied for us. He's never tired.
Actually, that's quite true. I think when he came onto the pitch against Antwerp, he provided them with a lot of sparks in the offense, and I think he had a great deal in their win against Antwerp.
Yes, for sure. Oh, and Albert denied that goal. It was right there, but that was fantastic keeping.
Yeah, I mean,
Jansu's shot was right on.
Yeah,
but
game stops. It's hard for her to get any grip because the hand is right in her face and there's no motion.
Yeah, that was a difficult. That was not going to be an easy goal. But I'm sure Arif can do it again and run up again. They're really pushing.
She'll get a second chance.
She'll get a second chance. They're really pushing They're pushing the Titans. They are capitalizing on the most minuscule mistakes.
Okay, they're waiting for them on their own keeper line. Now Albert's driving.
Oh, fantastic goal by number 28 of the Titans, Audrey.
Audrey, yeah. And that's again the one pass offense of Paris. Albert driving, waiting for the beater to throw his bludger at him, or her bludger at him, and then looking for a receiver, getting the pass to them for an easy tip in.
But that does mean that they were in power play, the Unicorns, and they didn't score because Val is still in the box.
Yeah.
So the Paris 5 did score on the METU 6. I'm back to talking about maths again. I don't want to. So yeah, Benin scores. Fantastic goal.
But Steve Cockburn wants to have the brims down, talking to the goal ref.
So this does happen. There is a lot going on in a Quidditch match. You've got the 12 players until the snitch comes on. Then you've got all the head refs, one head ref, and all the ARs who all get a slightly different angle, might see slightly different things.
Yeah.
Earlier on the last match, there was a call for video assisted reffing, which was VAR, VAR.
Goal to stand.
Goal stand.
2020.
Fantastic, 2020. I'm still really excited.
But I think you're onto something there, Bex. There's a lot of things going on in the Quidditch game, which makes it hard to watch for newcomers. But I hope we can provide you with like the best commentary in order to observe this in the best way possible.
This also it's just gone 4 minutes of game time, so we are going for a goal a minute. Quidditch is fast-paced. Let's keep it up. Goal a minute.
Albert walking slowly. Soon he will accelerate and go for the pass. I'm 100% sure. Acceleration, pass, attempt,
Oh.
goal.
No, another stoppage of play. Ashara's motioning about a kick, perhaps. Fraser says the goal was good. Goal ref, Fraser said the goal was good. Go on, tell us, Steve. Come on.
Goal was good.
Goal was good.
20-30.
I think as well, when you're at this level, two of the best teams in Europe, that ball is being absolutely yeeted through the hoops. It is not always easy to see. Yeah.
I love you Brits teaching me new words in this live stream here, like
Oh,
yeet.
Anything can be a verb. Quidditching, we go quidditching, snitching. Yeah. Yeah, I love it. English, what a fun thing. So that is number 3, the keeper with the ball.
Yeah, but they were now pushed, resetting the ball. Good call.
Bludger control once again in the hands of the Titans. And like I said, both teams playing that double male beater line. Passes to Benin. Oh, nice attempt on goal. Picked up by Tarzan. Tarzan, I've not even seen play this weekend. I've only seen him, well, I've seen him seeking, but I've not seen him
for a very short
game.
time.
Yeah, comes on, catch a snitch, go back to bed. I don't know. So yeah, we've got Albert, we've got Tarzan, we have got Etienne. A lot of big famous names, Team France veterans, Team Turkey veterans. These are some of the best players in the game.
Yeah, but I think they need to put someone in front of Albert and stop his drives, and then he's going to go for the passing, and it works again.
And it was him. I did like Jansu's marking of Tarzan there, where she literally was waving her hand in his face, just to really try and put him off. I don't think it did, but he didn't score, so maybe.
So 20-40 in favor of the Paris Titans. Unicorns need to find some answer, I think, in the defense. I mean, this is far too easy. The whole one-pass defense, offense of Paris works too good at this stage.
Too good. But Ali Denise for METU has come on as beater.
Oh, yeah. This guy has energy for the whole day. And he was injured like 1.5 years ago, and I heard some rumors that he thought about quitting. I'm so glad to have him back on the pitch, playing his heart out.
Oh, that was such a thudding beat. I think I felt that here from all the way up in the stands. Ball is, Quaffle is turned over in the hands of Tarzan now. Benin is shaping up to take that tackle. Oh! I wish that had gone down, but that was a fantastic effort by Benin on Tarzan. Seriously, fearless.
Yeah, I didn't even realize that was the second reset the METU Unicorns used. And another stoppage in time. And this seems to be for a timeout by the Unicorns, and I think they need this one.
We've had nearly 7 minutes of game time elapsed.
Timeout used by, I know.
Like about 30
Timeout
seconds.
used by
This
Unicorns,
game is going
1
by too
minute.
fast. I want it to be longer. I want it to be longer. Philip, it's going to be another whole year before we have EQC again.
Yeah, unfortunately so, but maybe like less than a year because of the whole Division 2 thing. Let's the glass is half full.
And of course, we've got European Games coming up in about 8 weeks. So something else to look forward to.
coming up in Bamberg, Germany. It's going to be an absolute treat to watch that one.
We just keep going to places that are really famous for beer. And I'm not complaining.
Yeah, for shame, for shame. There's like no mantra in it or something. It's just pure coincidence.
So what do you think Unicorns are going to be discussing?
I think the Unicorns need to shape up their defense. They need to get some blockers on the receivers. The man marking doesn't work in the defense because the pass of Albert always finds an open man or woman. With an easy access to the hoops, the man marking should improve, or at least they should stop Albert sooner, maybe with a beat.
The sad thing is Unicorn, well, sad depending on which team you're supporting, they've met the Unicorns, and the Titans ended the Unicorns' run last year, I think in the top...
Half final?
I can't remember where they got knocked out, but they met Titans and they lost. So I think this is a personal grudge match. They want to beat the Titans.
Okay, guys, if you're a bit loud, I'm sorry, but you can't hear the noises of all the Unicorns fans on the other side of the stadium, and we're trying to talk over it, and maybe we're a bit too loud sometimes. Sorry for the headache.
I'm sorry.
Reset by Aeolus.
Okay, Jansu has the quaffle.
And another illegal reset.
The Titans are pushing METU really high. And of course, these reset rules only come in this season, so it can be a bit tricky to adapt.
Oh, Aeolus went down.
Aeolus went down, some kind of ankle.
Holding his ankle.
And Albert is first to see if he's all right. I love that kind of camaraderie.
Yeah. Now stepping away to make room for the medics, but sorry about that, guys, but we're not showing any injuries on live stream. I'm sure you guys can understand. Let's give them some privacy. In the meantime, yeah.
Yeah, we're just zooming in right now onto
Ali Deniz, yeah,
discussing what they're going to do with Umut.
Yeah, I think this beater lineup, that's what I meant. They can bring chaos into the opposing half. The problem is they're that deep into the half that their own offensive chaser line is getting pushed into resets, and too many of them. That was already the second illegal reset of the METU Unicorns.
This isn't like them. They're not sloppy. So I'm not quite sure what's happening here.
Oh no, it doesn't look good.
So I hope they're not demoralized by an injury. Let's play on.
Yeah. Okay,
so the quaffle is with the Unicorns. Back with Arif. He's playing it much slower than he did the last few times he was on those drives.
Yeah. Joining him as a keeper is Emin Minun. He came in for Aeolus.
So Jansu is wide open. Yeah, he sees it. Oh! It's got to be absolutely perfect to outsmart Albert. Just even the slightest fumble
can be capitalized on. She needed to dribble it, and that's like the 1 second Albert doesn't give you. Again, he's walking across the pitch, almost like an aristocrat, into the half. And I'm sure he's going to accelerate now and go for the pass. And I think METU needs to do something. Put a beat on him. Missing it. Pass.
They're chasing it down. Oh! No goal. Eamon says no goal. Steve Cochran says it was a goal. I feel like it was friendly fire.
Yeah, I think so. I think maybe from the stands it looked like it was hit, like it hit the Paris player. But from our angle it looked like a friendly fire. Absolutely correct, Bex.
Because we have a completely different angle from the other 200-300 people over the other side who are a bit louder than us, but they are not the refs.
Yeah.
We are not the refs.
No.
We just call it as we see, but again, they've got the best angle because they are right there. Eamon Harrison as well, wearing his GoPro, which I think is pretty neat.
Oh, awesome. I mean, imagine that, having like some good video footage of the people on the pitch. I think that's where we should put our focus on for the next tournament, maybe. There's always room for improvement. If you think there's some room for improvement, write us on Facebook, write us on Twitter at EQC19 Live, and we can maybe get you even better live streams for the coming tournaments.
Get rid of Bex. They're not very good.
Yeah, you stay right there with me, girl.
Oh, thanks, Philip.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
Eamon.
Yes.
Eamon with the ball.
Eamon with the ball. Eamon with the ball. The beaters. I'm loving the beaters.
Okay, trying to get rid of some easy cherry picks.
Oh, yes. Carmbola. No, that's not Carmbola. I'm sorry. It's just someone who looked like him from a distance. Sorry.
Oh, nice hit on Pogu.
Jansu trying to chase it down. but Albert is just very, very fast. I do have an incredible amount of respect for Albert. So he has been Team France coach, Titans coach, amazing player.
And president of Quidditch
And now
France.
president of Quidditch France. And somebody who wants to take on the admin who loves admin as much as playing.
Yeah.
So mad respect for him.
It all rests on these big shoulders of Albert.
Oh, that's right, but he stands up straight to shoulder the weight, so that's all right.
Drive, pass.
Easy clean up there.
Okay, it seems as if the METU Unicorns finally adapted a little bit to the offense of Paris. But they need to find their own offensive groove.
The chant now is, let's go Unicorns, let's go. Not the most imaginative, but yeah, definitely effective. And they've got hold of a drum. The stands have got a drum. So yeah, the Unicorns approaching. There's now Titans are playing a very, very tight defense. So you've got to get through all of the Titans to get to the hoop because they are not giving them a single inch. Very, very tight. Bludgers flying everywhere. Oh, Ali Denise going for a huge tackle onto number 91, Charles, or Quantum, his name on his shirt.
Benan. Oh no, sorry, that's Jaren. Passing to Emin. Beat it well, and it was won by number 91, that's Charles. Great beating by him. Yeah, now it should be quite fast.
They started fast, then they saw Ali Denise with a bludger and they thought better of it.
I'm stopping right on my heels as I see that, yeah. Sorry, guys. Didn't see Ali Dennis there.
Retreat.
But Paris did.
Oh, an amazing stick to the keeper. Cheeky. The crowd has gone wild here.
Okay.
They love a cheeky bit of Quidditch.
It happened at 11 minutes and 28 seconds. I'm going to bookmark that on my laptop at home.
Cheeky. Cheeky Quidditch. Whoa.
Nice hit by Ali
Huge beats.
Dennis.
You can feel the beats. Etienne playing right aggressively there. Also, as well, the Titans now have just had so much experience together because they've been doing this for years.
Yeah.
In, out, win EQC, play some more, play, win.
And look at how hard they make it for the offense of METU. There's like no gap for them. Now long shot. And the refs are not sure whether that one was in.
Steve giving a long explanation to Tarzan.
I mean, it's really hard. In the offense, Paris is pressing them a whole lot. They can barely get to the keeper line. And as soon as they try to advance the quaffle through the middle, they're getting pressed back, getting that reset, and maybe they should spread out a little bit, try to make these beaters run for their hits, and get a little bit more coverage on the pitch itself. Goal was good, says the crowd.
Titans number 10 interacting with a bludger as a chaser.
Tarzan in the box.
Blue card for him.
I say the game's not been as... I was expecting a few more cards by this point. But both teams know how important it is. You don't want to lose a good player to a silly mistake.
Oh, the goal is not good. Instead, she's getting the quaffle.
She has got the quaffle right next to Albert, though. Oh, but she's moving. Okay. So Steve has thrown down his advantage marker. So we're retreating the quaffle to the point of the foul, since the Unicorns no longer have the advantage, and they were,
So that indicates that this shot attempt was not a goal, as that would have been an advantage.
And the METU beaters are bringing them right up into the keeper zone of the Titans. And they've retained control, despite taking them into the lines then is the keeper zone of the Titans.
Defense.
Defense.
Yeah, I think the crowd is in favor of the underdog, the METU Unicorns.
I love the fact we can call them underdog. They have won the silver and the bronze at EQC. They are not to be trifled with.
Yeah.
Valentin chasing it down. Valentin of Paris Titans with the quaffle. Yeet, I'm going to say Yeet. Yeets it. Again, number 10, Mehmet.
Mehmet Genk. Great
Does
player.
it again. He does it again.
What a flashy player. I didn't really have him on my mind when I thought about the key players in this game, but he's proving to be a great factor in defense.
He's been reading the game like a book. He is from a town that is famous for its sheep, and that's why they call him the sheep of the team. But he's being anything but timid or docile, and he is thinking completely for himself.
Okay,
so.
now drive possibility.
Drive. Oh, that was close. Come on, go on. Oh!
Pass a little bit too high for their chasers.
Albert again, stopping, pausing. Half the game of Quidditch is knowing when to run and when to not.
Yeah. (20-50). This game slowed down a whole lot after the timeout. And the Unicorns managed to hold off the offense again. Quick counter.
Oh! I want to see that.
Bam.
I want to see that in slow-mo again. That looked like something out of the Matrix. Just like, whoop. The problem was with the Titans now, they passed to number 28. They passed to her twice, and she scored. She scored at least one of them, Audrey. They passed to Audrey. But then it's like, okay, you've done it, so we know you're going to do it, so we can stop you. You got to mix it up, keeping it fresh.
What I'm wondering about is why is there still a stoppage in game? After every game, there seems to be a little stoppage to make things clear, whether the goal stands or not.
To build suspense.
Yeah, and I don't really like it. Normally, Steve Cockram likes to let the game flow. In this case, he stops it a lot.
I guess I'd rather stop with the right plays being made, the right calls being made.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Goal is good.
The goal is good.
Giving us a highlight of the game, I think.
To go with the... Yeah, that's the thing. I think METU are playing like... The Quidditch is more fun, more cheeky. Cheeky Quidditch, which I'm really enjoying. Again, I love the Unicorn, so I would say that.
Yeah, it makes for a better highlight reel, it does, than just one pass by Alberto.
Huge beat there. By, and a tackle, a takedown of Albert, right? Oh no, that's not Albert now. Sorry, they've changed keeper.
Ali Dennis getting away. Not good.
So, the Unicorn player kicked it. However, Tarzan was the one who kicked it off. So, if Tarzan was the last one to touch it, then it should go to the Unicorns.
Yeah, and you know who kicked it? Aeolus. He's back in the game. Doesn't seem to be hurt that bad.
Oh yeah, he hurt his ankle like 5 minutes ago. Oh, amazing. Number 14 as the keeper is Mikael. Mikael Porsa. I think I just butchered that. But
I think you're doing fine. Great rep here. Arif still stepping out of it. Long pass.
Oh, okay. I'm a bit over all these stoppages now. I'm with you. You could fast forward this when it's back on YouTube. Yeah. You can fast forward. But yeah, this is cute. The Titans have got a pair of brothers on their team, which is nice. They've got Yanis Porse and Mikael Porse.
It's nice to have. I wish my brother and me would have played while I was still active in Quidditch. Must be a lot of fun to play with your family on the pitch for the same good of the team.
My mum's come to watch me play, but I don't know.
She's a good girl, isn't she?
Yeah. And then she points out, how many Quidditch players have we had staying in our house? Oh.
All of them?
A lot. Over the years, like 100 maybe? I don't know.
All right, Arif trying for the tackle. Albert pushes him off.
Oh, and then he's beaten out for his trouble, but that's okay. That's okay. Yeah, passing directly to the keeper.
Yeah, the defense is far better now from the Unicorns than it was the first 10 minutes. And slowly but surely, Bax, we're getting closer to a Seeker floor.
Oh no, oh my goodness, I'm so excited. So the score is currently 50 for the Titans, 30 for the Unicorns, 16 minutes of game time about to come up, which means we will be calling the Seekers soon. And so this would mean if they caught the snitch right now, they'd be catching for overtime.
No, they wouldn't. It's only 20 apart.
Oh, is it? Sorry, that says
30-50.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I can't count. Sorry.
Happens to the best of us, Bex.
Oh, that's so embarrassing. But yeah, no, 20 points. Wow, so that's even more interesting than I thought.
Yeah, that's even better, isn't it? Okay, maybe Paris will shake it up now because they have bludge control with their offense, something that hasn't happened a lot. Nice catch by Ali Dennis. Oh my God.
Come on, get it in.
That was great defense by Dennis. Making the catch and getting rid of the second opponent with the bludger.
All in one fell swoop. And then it's Arriva again. Oh, no, don't run.
Yeah, Pogu was there.
Calm down. Mikkel again has the bludger. Bludger? Quaffle. Has the quaffle.
Yeah.
Now they're going really slow right now. Really slow. But they will want to get... Whichever team has bludger control and the snitch comes on pitch, they want to keep it. That's the most important part of the game to have control for it.
But METU Unicorns in a tricky situation. If they concede one more goal, they're not in winning distance. Yeah.
Okay, you said it and you made it happen. They heard you.
I'm biting my tongue right now.
We should just not speak again. Okay, I'm not going to do that. But
yeah, 30 to 60.
Now, we've got 17 minutes of game time on the clock, but the Seekers haven't been called yet. Oh, there's one Seeker. Sorry, the Titan Seeker is ready to go. They're going for Tess.
Wait a minute. Was the score good? I think the score wasn't good, but this one is. And another stoppage in time.
So, Tess versus Mimun. His last EQC was the 2017 final against Antwerp. So, guy's not played for a little bit.
Yellow card!
But now he's going to
Titans 14! Illegal contact from behind! Goal is good!
Oh, Tarzan's walking over.
Emin Minun is like one of the best guys of the Unicorns. Great chap ever on the social. Can't wait to talk with him after this game, no matter what happens. And we'll see if Phil has the upper hand or if Tess is going to be the hero of this game and the hero of this final.
Timeout's been called. Okay.
All
right. So.
Okay, let's take a deep breath back and let's go again. Whew. All right.
Maybe that's what they're doing. Maybe that's what they're doing in the box.
I'm not actually sure if our score on the stream is correct because there were 2 goals when it was 30-50. We'll try to get this checked as soon as we can, guys. But for now, let's just assume that there is indeed a 20-point differential between the 2 teams, which would mean a catch would end this tournament for either of them and have them win the championship. But as I said, I think in the Seeking game, I would have my money on Paris Titans. We have a deep Seeker rotation, a very agile Seeker rotation. And yeah, I think they have their upper hands in that, but I might be mistaken.
They do have, Titans have 2 elite Seekers in the form of Boris, with his SpongeBob shorts usually, and Tarzan with his short shorts.
And we haven't even seen Sami Fekak Seek.
No, not yet. Say 60-40? So the score, the live stream is not completely accurate. It's 60-40 according to the scorekeepers.
60-40, all right.
Doesn't change the situation, just changes the numbers.
All right, there's a sub. It's no longer Tess going at it, but Tarzan versus Emin Minun. Guys.
And I tell a lie, Unicorns have brought on one of their female beaters. They've brought on Alina, also very good. They're all very good.
Okay, with this drive, Mikkel might have put his shoulder first, which is not allowed. But we'll see what Steve Cockram says. Still talking. Meanwhile, it's only like a few seconds until the Seekers are released.
Sorry, this has all been very serious. I haven't even produced any fun facts. Sorry.
That speaks to the seriousness of this game, Bax, I think.
It's no joke. It's no joke.
2, 1, and off we go. Emin Minun immediately beat.
My guess would be that was a call for back contact. However, shout out to the Titan Troll, because she was trying to mark out, I think, Yaren and Arif. So I wouldn't take, they're hard enough to want to mark, but try and take out both. So Khan Bola of the Unicorns has his Seeker headband on.
Yeah.
I've already used this fun fact today, but it doesn't stop it being true. Khan caught the snitch for the bronze medal at the World Cup for Team Turkey. And he's not played all match. I mean, he's just trying to stay fresh for
Nah,
this.
I think he's seeking only. He's still the coach of the team, and I think the emotional leader of the team. Great guy to have on the pitch and next to the pitch as well. And we'll see if he has the opportunity to go on pitch, or if Tarzan and Emin Minin are going to decide between themselves who will do this.
Yes, Benin, getting the job done. Anna, you can get back on pitch. It was Anna, number 47, Anna Iguina. Not Anna Iguina. Anna Lagudina, the chaser, who just scored. Although...
So I think you're right.
So
they're checking that right now, and at the same time there was a great beat, I think, of Ali Deniz Yucha.
Yep, that's what they're going to tell her. She didn't yellow card probably for...
Titans 47, interacting with play without tapping in after penalty time. Red card, second yellow.
Oh my goodness, that's a straight red. I didn't know that was a straight red.
No,
It was a double. Oh, I'm sorry, it was a double yellow. I'm very sorry, guys.
So Anna has been expelled because she had that foul. Then she came on without touching in before. So now the Titans are going to be down a player for 2 minutes. Doesn't matter whether they get scored on or not. And Anna has to leave the player area.
Good hit by number 9 here. That's Haku of the METU Unicorns.
So it doesn't matter that they've scored. The Titans are still going to be down a player. Tarzan's going for the snitch. He is very close. He's tickling it. He has tickled it.
Okay, I heard just now that we were offline for a few moments right there. Sorry again for the inconvenience. We hope we can do this without any more lags or interruptions. We're doing our best, guys. Please excuse us. This all is going to be on YouTube afterwards. You can rewatch the few seconds you missed. Sorry, guys. We are on it.
And once again, they try to pass the Teton 28. And then, of course, the Unicorns were there to mop it up. If you keep doing the same thing, they're going to learn and adapt. Quidditch teams, living organisms of many people. They can adapt and they can change. I do feel sad for Anna, though. I know she was so excited, but
I mean,
and it was such a silly mistake.
Games and
Fun fact,
Yeah.
she's from Russia. She's not French.
yeah, actually, no, I played with her when she was for a short period of time playing with the OC Vikings.
Yes.
Very cheerful person. I hope she doesn't beat herself too much about that mistake.
Yeah. I hope so, too.
Tempers rise high, and sometimes mistakes happen.
Oh, the score is currently 60-60. So both teams now can commit all of their beta work to the snitch because both teams have 3 goals to play with, one with the other.
Yeah, and that's what they should do. Create a bubble around the Seeker and get everything that's not wearing your jersey colors out of that bubble. Tarzan going for it. Being beat.
Oh, and no one can stop him. Nobody stopped Valentin. He's never tired.
I don't like that the beaters and the seekers of the METU Unicorns aren't acting together. They go first for the beat, and then the seeker goes in and doesn't wait for the help of his beater, so it's not even picked up just as well.
Let's play Quidditch. Clap, 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 clap. Let's play Quidditch.
These players can complain that they didn't have enough breaks during the game.
Delay of game.
I think there was some kind of illegal contact. So both teams are in, well, it's not really a power play if you're both down to 5, are you? Yeah. Titans are still paying penalty for that red card. Oh! Sorry, that's not commentary, that's just making noise. But Benin got dragged there, but the commitment to defense was incredible. Dragged along the floor, but Titans still scored. That means they're back in. Their keeper's back in. Tarzan gesticulating as his players. Oh my goodness! Oh!
Oh, very close.
Tickled the snitch tail there. Absolutely tickled it. Jansu has the ball forward, passes it over to
Aiolo.
Ayora. Dodges around Mikkel, passes it to Jansu. Oh! Oh! Now, she had definitely passed off the ball. Val hit her when she'd already passed off the ball.
Yeah.
It's an easy mistake to make when you have passed quickly,
Yeah.
but nonetheless, he did absolutely clatter her there when she didn't have the ball.
Yeah, that
So-
knocks the wind out of you big time.
especially when you're not prepared because you're like, oh, I've passed the ball now. I'm not going to get hit. So
Now there's a stoppage in the game, so she has to sub out. She didn't want to, but
she didn't need it. Look
Yep.
at her, she's walking away. She would have carried on.
yeah, but that's the rule. Sima
That is
is
the rule.
picking up her place.
No, I definitely agree. It's a good rule because then you can't use injuries as you can't play to an advantage and then like, oh, I'm carry on. Absolutely taken down. Still passes off the board to Yaren. Yaren's picked up the ball again, number 42.
I mean, she's buying them some time. Kambolat has no time at the snitch.
Walking backwards, hugging the ball. The hoops are now empty. That was hit from behind, I would say. Trying to get her out of the player
but she turned
zone.
into it.
Oh, interesting, interesting. I didn't quite see that because I've got Titans in the way. But I think that it was a big hit. That was so obviously the live stream are going to turn away from that. But the thing is, though, the Titans are, they wrap you, they take you, and then they are on top of you. So you've got the floor to contend with, then you've got a Titan to contend with on top of you.
That's a whole lot of weight. Yeah, but I think actually what they're doing was actually not that bad. They kept the quaffle in their own possession. Titans were having a hard time of actually getting to it, as all the beaters were like focused on the snitching game and the seeking game, and it bought them some time. Unfortunately, Kambolat could not use it, and the snitchers still lose, and looking happy as ever.
Fun fact.
Go
Not
ahead.
really fun fact, but a pretty well-known fact. Kambolat is one of the co-founders of Happening Quidditch Supplies, who've been a major sponsor at this tournament with the T-shirts and the merchandise and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, there you go. He's doing a PhD, running company, and coaching the two teams. And I say to him, Kant, when do you sleep? And he's like, ha 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 ha, I don't. I'm like, okay.
I love the maniac laugh that I imagine right now when you ask Khan questions like that.
Thank you. 60-80 to Titans. So they are just pulling away. Now, the METU will be slightly demoralized by that, but she's standing. Oh, that's such a relief. I really thought that was going to be a
Yeah, but she looks a bit
collarbone
shaken
or
up.
Something, but if she's walking away, if you're walking away, that's okay, more or less, unless it's concussion, in which case it doesn't fit the rhyme.
And I mean, it gives Benan a chance to be back on the floor after she went off for like 5 seconds after that huge hit.
So, Kambola is subbing off for Arif. Oh. This snitch is phenomenal. It's not giving away anything. Really, really good snitching.
Nice speed here.
Number 47, Arif is going for it. Tarzan's hot on his heels. Now, this is the point in UK Quidditch, a lot of players would defend, even though the scores are tied. They would defend until the opposition had been taken out with a beater by the bludger. So they would turn and then go for it.
And another stoppage in time. And now I think if the goal was good, it's 60-90. Meaning the METU Unicorns are fighting for overtime and no longer for the win. I think it's kind of understandable. I mean, these teams have played a lot of games, both Saturday and Sunday. The bodies are like worn down, every muscle hurts, and you're still trying to give as much energy as possible into this game. And I mean, Quidditch is already a very injury-prone sport, just as bad as any other contact sport. But yeah, it doesn't help if you've been up for the last maybe 12 hours playing Quidditch.
Yeah, you factor in the travel time to get... Oh, this is not good. They're bringing on the spine board. Often, to be fair, it's just precautionary. So we're going to hope it's just precautionary now. I've seen people go on spine boards, but then they've walked again. It's just precautionary.
Yeah,
and
let's hope it's that.
Really hope it's that. Yeah, very sombering. But I would still say injuries happen. You said it's contact sport. Injuries can happen, and for the most part, they don't. Overwhelmingly, they don't. But you get these two elite teams playing at the highest level, wanting the win. Yeah. So, for a long stoppage of play like this, the players can leave their broom. If it's a short one, you're going to stay by your broom. But this one, the medics are going to be there for a little while. Everyone's going to take on water, decompress, think about it, and...
So the secret floor seems to be favoring Paris Titans. It was the game was tied for time, but then the Titans of Paris used the new Bartel situations in defense. Yeah, let's give her a hand.
Okay, she is moving. Okay. That's good. That's good. Okay. So, yeah, then the mental edge here. You've just seen two of your players. Can you then push on and get the goal for them? Maybe it gives them some extra fire to carry on. So I think they're going to catch for the overtime. At least he's going for it. It's so hard, though. Quidditch, the scores can change so quickly. You don't want to catch and lose.
Oh, great dodge here by number 17, Umut. Now there can be a bubble around the snitch.
I don't know why that didn't count.
Oh! Sorry for the stream, guys, but that was a great play.
That bludger came out of nowhere.
60-100. This is no longer a winnable game for the Unicorns if they catch a snitch right now. They need to get back in it. And Paris can at least ease off a bit and take their time as they've now put it out of swim range.
So they've gone for Selen, number 88 for the Unicorns. She's only started playing 6 months ago. So it's her first EQC.
She did?
She's baby. She's barely 17. She's a little Unicorn seeker on right now, playing defensively for them. So the quaffle is in the hands of the Unicorns near the Titans hoops. Pass off to Bennen. Bennen passes back. I love their passing game. Oh, we stop again.
And Paris, they can feel it. They're this close to winning this game. METU are climbing an uphill battle right now, but they're still in it. Just one goal and you're in overtime range.
Now, however, fun fact.
I love it.
Antwerp, when they played Antwerp last year, Unicorns played Antwerp in 2 years ago in the final, and they were ahead. They were up on quaffle points and they lost. So games are not over until they're over in Quidditch, because that 30 points to play with the Seeker, the Snitch, it could still go either way. 60, 100? In 2 minutes it could be 80, 100. You just don't know.
Good defensive effort.
Tarzan's still really going for the Snitch. Sime just can't seem to get in front of him. Go on, girl. You're pushing. You can do it. Yeah.
There you
she's
go.
in there now. Giving him a hard time. Shoving. All of the pushing. She has been sent back to hoops. I feel that was for leading with her head. Because she sort of lowered her body. So it was like head contact. Of course, your head used correctly. Very hard, heavy thing if you hit someone with it. That would just be an experience on her part, I think. Yeah. 6 months into the game.
Yeah, that happens.
And then you're EQC final. Like, come on now.
Yeah, that's some tough stuff.
Combo Lak coach coming on pitch to see what the kerfuffle is about.
Okay, METU Unicorns, you still have to watch the Snitch game, but you need to score. You need to score badly, and let's hope you can manage it to make this a more entertaining game, as the game in swim range is always exciting for the audience at home and here in the stadium in Harelbeke.
88. Yellow card! METU Unicorns 88. Illegal contact leading with a point.
That's where I said legal contact by the head.
Tarzan, yep.
I tip my hat to you.
Yellow card!
There should be a ref.
Teton number 10. Illegal contact leading with an elbow.
Don't get around to it.
And now we have a game with no seekers for the whole minute.
Tarzan's in the box as well. Great, so this game's definitely not going to end for a minute.
Okay, now it's back to quaffle game. Let's see how that works out. Stingy man defense.
Oh no, that was unfortunate. The player had been beaten out. She tried to pass, ended up picking up the ball herself. So essentially passing to herself. Don't use your reset. No. Oh, an inbounding issue. The ball has gone to number 28. However, Yaren is right there. No, that was an illegal bit of inbounding.
Oh,
You're supposed to go straight onto the field for exactly where the ball was. So number 28 went to the left down the line instead of coming straight onto field, so essentially trying to dodge Yaren. So that's a problem, you see? This inbounding rule is a bit complicated and it's new this season.
Steve Cockram is having none of the calls by the Paris Titans, explaining him what he did, that it was indeed the right choice, and now Audrey can pass the quaffle back to her keeper, number 14, Mikel Posse.
Fun fact, Mikel likes skiing. It's
Yeah.
not the most funnest fact I've ever come up with,
But it's a fact.
it's a fact. So now they're playing very slow. Titans are ahead, so they kind of want to run down the clock, especially knowing that Tarzan cannot catch the snitch. I really hope somebody tells Sime that she can be at the edge of her penalty box and doesn't have to be in the Titans' half.
And another score. It's now 60 to 110. Paris Titans slowly but steady getting further away from the METU Unicorns.
Tarzan's walking back to his soups to tag in. He's like, why? He's taking it very leisurely. So the Titans' philosophy a few years ago, I don't know, maybe it still is the philosophy, but it was on their trading card a few years ago. We want to make EQC easier than our regular trainings.
Oh,
so they work harder at their trainings than they think EQC is the rest of the time.
Well, for that being the case, I think they looked a little bit shaking up during the whole tournament, but yeah, until now, it seems that they might run away with the victory here, as they're
110 to 60 now.
Okay, Bax. For every stoppage in time, we'll have a drink at the sofa.
METU Unicorns, delay of game.
I think it's going to have to be a drink of water, otherwise
Yeah,
I won't
from
make
now-
it.
from now
From
on.
now on. From now on.
From
Okay.
now on.
From now on. Okay. Okay. Oh my goodness! Maybe for another card as well. Make it more interesting for cards.
Number 11, Alper, spending some time in the penalty box. Pass in the middle to Albert, putting it through. But Steve Cockman saw that this was not in, so it's still 110 to 60.
So Alper got his card for delay of game.
Yeah, he was taking a lot of time there, and Steve Cockman wasn't having it.
Yeah, because the rules recently got updated to reflect not slow balling, like keeping the game going, keeping the ball moving. Because a lot of times, a few years ago, teams would try their best to run down the clock. They would pass around in their own half, not doing much, just waiting for the seekers to catch the snitch. And this is far more interesting, knowing that teams have to try to score.
In general, I think the last few rule changes have all been in favor of the sport. The delay of game, the rectangle-shaped pitch.
Oh, that is
No
so
more
easy.
no more 3-digit back numbers. I'm really in favor of all these new changes, making the sport easier to follow, easier to play, giving us all a better sport.
Yes! It's another goal
There
for
we
the
go.
Unicorns. Let's go, Unicorns, let's go. Yeah, the rectangular pitch, an adaptation from the pitch previously was rounded at the edges. And if you've ever organised a tournament, you get to the field and you're trying to mark out with a piece of rope and some chalk a field with the rounds, and you know now you can just draw lines so much easier.
70-110. METU Unicorns, they can almost feel that they're back in this.
They'll play until it's over. What a very sports commentary witticism. They'll keep going until the game is done. I hope we don't lose the sun at this rate. It's been going
One
on.
more hoop. You hear that, Bax?
One more hoop. One more hoop.
Arif going down the middle.
And Yaren is wide open by the hoops. Oh, go on, pick it up, put it in. It's just that Titans have such a tight physical defense.
Yeah.
You know, they're making those hits, they're taking people down.
And they actually have two beaters also only focusing on a quaffle game. This block was done by Pogu.
Tarzan going after the snitch. The snitch is down to one arm, so the game's gone on long enough now that the snitch is being handicapped.
He's got it.
Which Tarzan, nope, he came off broom. They don't even have to discuss it. He came off broom. It was obvious. He's run back.
And the goal is good. 120-70. While this whole kerfuffle happened with Tarzan, they're getting his hands on the snitch socket, but being off broom.
Yeah, and he knew that.
Yeah, like a sport, he just turned it over, went back to his hoops. No long debate. No drink for us, Bax.
No drink for us. How disappointing. Of course, now I think the Unicorns are having a tricky time playing into the sun. That's a factor here.
Yeah.
The Titans are fully in shade and shivering in their sub-box. You and me are still in sun, wearing our fetching World Cup hats.
Mehmet Genk, he played a phenomenal game defensively. Let's see if he can provide an offensive plug.
The Unicorns, the Titans very, very tight on their hoops. Passes off to Arif. 2 hands, Arif would have got you that. Yaren's picked it up, passes off to Mehmet again. Please don't use your reset accidentally. Driving it in. Big tackle. Yaren has the ball. She's deciding what to do. Now the space is open behind the hoops, but none of the Unicorns are there, and she got beat. Just took a second too long to decide what to do. Now, I would say Etienne threw that after he was beat. Oh.
Yeah, I think so too. That's
Sorry,
why
not Etienne, Charles, sorry.
So
of course,
here
your
we go.
experienced beaters can read the game. They think they're about to get beat, so they throw it to their hoops. They can pick it back up again when they tag in. But of course, sometimes it looks like they've, been beat and passed.
Tarzan hit out at the right moment in time. Drive by 21. That's good. Valentin.
The crowd is still loving this. We've got 30 minutes of game time. So including all the stoppages, we've been here for, 45 minutes, and yet the crowd has not stopped.
Yeah, I mean, they want to see who's winning this European Quidditch Championship. And Paris cannot yet show that their seekers are of the absolute best quality in Europe. As they're taking their sweet time.
That was a fantastic goal. Objectively, from either team, that would have been fantastic. Yaren is still playing keeper. Oh, yes, and she's diving on it. Dive on that ball. It's yours. Fantastic. She's got the ball now. METU Unicorns have the ball. Going up the field. So there's all that open space behind the hoops. If they can get someone back there again, and drive it in. A nice bit of a fake pass.
Yeah.
She's done it again.
Yes, just take your heart in your hand and the ball and throw it all through the hoop.
That
90 to 130. And again,
amazing.
one more goal. Yeah, but now Paris can make it quick. Number 14 going for it and putting it through. They seem to, they're not doing their one
I've been
pass.
saying Yaren. I've made a complete mistake. I mean Jansu. I'm so sorry. I mean Jansu Boskut for those last 2 goals. Not Yaren. Yaren's also amazing, but those ones were Jansu. Apologies at home. Apologies, Unicorns. That was Jansu. Fun fact, in Turkish, the J sound is a letter C in the conventional Western script. So there you go.
Here we see the Unicorns trying to go for it. Getting wrapped. That looked a bit late. Still the handoff to Kamil Ogun.
Yeah.
No goal.
Sorry, Yaren's playing in number, I want to say 142. 142. Or they've crossed out the 1 that was there. Now that we take
Tarzan has it. He has it. I hope our tech guys are able to provide us with a replay on this game. But from my angle, it looked like that was a good catch. Tarzan putting his force in it and then going over the right-hand side of the snitch. I mean, it's hard to hold off this guy for this long of a time with only 1 arm.
2 MVPs there. The snitch for 1.
Yeah.
Tarzan making the catch. Jansu getting those goals with drives through the hoops. Benin, Etienne. There are just so many good players in that. But hey, it's not good till it's good.
And it's good.
And
90 to 170 star. Let's look at the replay. Yeah.
Clean Clean as a whistle. Absolutely, just took it.
No chance.
No chance.
Fair
Absolutely
catch
fantastic.
by Tarzan, and Paris Titans are the champions of the European Quidditch Championship 2019. Congratulations to Paris.
Congratulations to them. Thank you for being my co-host, Philip. The music is so loud. I don't know if you can even hear this, but
Yeah, we're giving it up to the analyst desk. Thank you guys for staying with us, Bex. It was an absolute pleasure. Take care.
thank you very much.
Coming up in a few minutes, the medal ceremony.
For one final time, we are back here from the studio, from our lovely backdrop, after we've seen an exciting game of Quidditch. METU Unicorns 90, Titans Paris 170 star. Paris Titans for the fourth time crowning themselves champions of European Club Quidditch. I'm Richard Tukovic, with me is Sam Davies, and we're going to talk about what we just saw. Sam, new crowned champion of Europe.
Well, bloody hell. The French have it, I suppose. That was quite an intense game, I think, in some bits. The Titans did manage to get out of snitch range by the end of it, I believe.
Comfortably by the end.
I've got to say, I wasn't able to find her name before it, but number 13 of the Unicorns, number 13, making some amazing last-minute goals with some powerful long shots. She had pinpoint accuracy there. Unfortunately, just not enough to be able to bring them back into the game, I think.
Yeah, snitch on pitch was, I think, the absolute decider here. After snitch on pitch, we have one Unicorns goal, one Unicorns goal, a yellow and a red. Although the second yellow, the red card against the Titans player, then another Unicorns goal, then another Titans goal, blue card for Unicorns, and 3 Titans goal in a quick succession. Snitch on pitches where Unicorns lost a little bit of grip on this game.
They did. I think a lot of it came down to when the snitch came on pitch. At the beginning of it, they had bludgeon possession. They were able to pull back a little bit because, you know, they had a couple of goals up on the Unicorns, so they weren't too worried. But the moment the Unicorns were able to get that bludgeon possession off, the Chasers they were getting in there. They were really scrapping it out, and they putting a lot more pressure on the Titans than I think they thought they were going to get originally in the game.
Yeah, it's also interesting once again that despite Titans always being seen as such a chaser-heavy machine, as such, yeah, the Chasers are carrying everything with chasers like that. I, as a beater, would also have nothing to do, but I think it was the beaters this game that really carved the niche out for the Titans Chasers to make their marks and to... Did take a while for Tarzan to finally catch the snitch, and that part...
The second handicap point?
Yeah, funnily enough, like, that was the part, even though Titans were in control of snitch on pitch, that was the part where the bludgeon control oftentimes switched, but the Titans beaters just kept the Unicorns beaters busy all the time. And then again, if you have a Seeker squad as good as Titans have, you don't need too long too much of alone time with the snitch runner. It did take a little while. This
Did
is
have a lot of time.
but
alone
yeah.
with that snitch runner. So do we know the name of the snitch?
I didn't bother
he-
to check. Terribly sorry, viewers at home.
So
Yeah.
if you were the snitch, thumbs up.
Yes,
if you're not the
decidedly.
snitch, thumbs down. But the snitch, I think
That is very cruel.
definitely earned their keep tonight.
Oh, definitely,
Keeping the
definitely.
game going nice and.
I hope they have a hotel room and that they can take a warm bath afterwards. They've really
they can
deserved
have
it.
one of the massages later. A good €5, 15-minute massage.
I didn't even see that.
I'm going to be looking into that later, I think.
Sure,
I
you
think-
do you.
Also, one of the things that I would say is in games like this, it's a little bit difficult. This is my way of getting out of saying I don't know, but it's a little bit difficult to be able to keep track fully of the defensive strategies that teams are using, because when they're under so much pressure, they do start to collapse. I can say I believe the Titans they did fall back to quite a tight combat defense using
Yeah,
their
absolutely.
beaters to pivot in the middle of it. to
At
pull-
times, it really strangely looked like what other teams do when they play the Titans. Like it was a strange mirror effect that we saw here.
I think they did get squeezed quite a bit. I mean, with the Unicorns on their attack, a good portion of it, they were using more of a crescent shape attack running into the Titans' defense, which did push them back towards their hoops. However, it meant that a lot of the time they didn't have that crucial troll in the back behind the hoops to get a nice quick pass off to. I must say, I do think the Unicorns.
They
I would say-
utilized trolling a little better, I'd say, but
I think they utilize passing better. I don't. I think.
Yeah.
I think they were far better passers than Titans. But I think Titans, in the end, they did have better positioning on the attack. That's how I saw it.
yeah, after a while, it just seemed Unicorns did seem a little tired almost, and I think both teams have had a tough tournament. Titans with not that big of a deal in the group stages apparently, but with some pretty heavy opponents throughout the bracket play. I don't know. Maybe Unicorns just were a little done with it already. Sadly, I mean, obviously this is the second time they're in the final. They were in the final 2 years ago. They lost to Antwerp, and yeah, this time apparently Unicorns. Unicorns on Belgian soil. It's just not meant to be.
Okay. I must say, I think the Unicorns, they held their own very well. They kept.
They did.
going.
They did definitely.
One thing I would say, like the sun here, it's gotten very low. The Unicorns playing into it. That's always going to take a bit of a drain on you. It's difficult enough seeing when you're not having to look directly into the sun.
Possible reasoning for introducing two halves to Quidditch, like they have in other sports.
A little bit changing sides, making sure it's fair like that. But I do think that the Unicorns really did themselves proud with just the sheer amount of energy they kept up on the thing. I wouldn't say, like with a lot of the games, when the snitch was on pitch, you would see that there was a pullback in the speed that teams were going into. They're wasting time. Like in this game, both teams really. They pulled their finger out and they ran for it each time. There was no slowdown whatsoever. The only stoppages coming from the refs, really.
Really, yeah. It does seem Unicorns often having the problem in the Turkish Cup and the Turkish qualifier of not getting the top seed, but they still always manage to make it into the top 4 the last 3 tournaments. Not being able to finish it with the big one. I think at some point that's got to sting, that's got to hurt, and let's hope the Unicorns will come back stronger next year, I'd argue. And again, a big hand, of course, to the Titans. This was definitely a harder fought final than at some times when they were used to. I mean, obviously, we all remember Titans versus Antwerp last year, but yeah, this one, they really had to work for it.
Really went for it. What would you say was your highlight of the tournament then?
My highlight of the tournament.
The entire tournament, all 2 days. What was your biggest highlight?
I mean, I can't not think of the upset that Rhinospawn pulled against London Quidditch Club, one of the clubs really scheduled to be in the title contention, and then Rhinos just beat them first thing in the morning. And after the game between Antwerp Quidditch Club and London Quidditch Club, with Antwerp beating them, pushing London into the lower bracket, they did manage to win the lower bracket. One might even say, obviously, in a apparently also pretty gripping final against Virtute Romana, another team that people might have seen a lot further ahead. But yeah, the Rhinos, with their bad luck of the draw that they are so often tied to, but managing to managing to get an upset in their first game of the day. So
before everyone's woken up, there's
Yeah,
some
absolutely.
excitement to get in on
yeah,
the game.
all the viewers at home barely having woken up. Oh, let's see how the scores went. Rhinos did what? What would you say? What was your highlight of the
My
entire tournament?
highlight, I think personally it was the lady who came around selling beers at the end of the game there.
Typical Englishman.
But if we're looking in terms of playing, I might have to cheat. Personally, I think that my highlight has got to be some of the amazing face beats that's happened all the way through the tournament. I've got to admit, some of the shots.
So you really liked Raptors v Antwerp.
I really liked Raptors v Antwerp. It was amazing. But the thing that gets me about it, and this is
Oh wait, was there even Raptors v Antwerp? I might be thinking of a different game.
time.
You like
miles
both
to one.
Raptors game and both Raptors games
I
and
did.
Antwerp games.
I
Those
didn't
saw
go with
a
the face beats, but
fair
the
amount of
reason-
face
The reason
beats.
I liked it is not actually because of the face beats themselves. It was how well.
Oh yeah,
people-
Raptors v Antwerp was a game for fifth. Terribly
It
sorry.
was
Terribly
how-
sorry,
how
viewers at
well
home.
people got back into the game. You know, some of these hits, you can hear them echoing around the stadium.
Yes.
They bat them off like it was nothing. It was just like, oh, I've just lost half my jaw. Get on with the game. We're fine. Get back into it. I absolutely loved that.
Yeah, and I feel like the level of physicality in the sport, like it was always super physical at the top, and it was definitely always super physical with also the English or British teams from the second side, like the British and the Turkish teams were always super physical, but I feel like the physicality and really getting between the opponent and the scoring opportunity and really using your body, using your strength, using physicality, I feel like that's arrived on the continent as a whole by now. I don't think there's very few teams that can really even try to go the passing route and just try to get out of any tackles. And Genui was always a classical team in that regard as a purely passing first, passing and beater game. They were also part of the lower bracket. I think they got knocked out in the lower bracket semifinals against either Virtute or LQC. I'm not entirely sure right now. I had a look at it earlier, and then, of course, my scatterbrain, I completely forgot it. But I do feel like we're seeing a definitive rise in physicality.
I
and
do get that.
combativeness.
I must admit, though, for me, both the unicorns and the horsebirds. What are those called? Thestrals. No.
Hippogriffs?
Hippogriffs. That's it. Both teams. Both
The
coming from
horsebirds.
The horsebirds. The horse lions. I think I called them earlier. Both teams, not only they can put in the contact when need be, but their passing games are on point. They're getting the balls right to the hands. They're not making the drops often. I think sometimes it's just a case of having to finish it, but I think both of them, they are proving that passing is still a very viable option in this more physical world, I think.
And I mean, you mentioned both unicorns and the horsebirds, the hippogriffs. Two Turkish teams in the top
Both
four.
from the same university.
Yeah,
as
from the
well.
same university, from the Middle Eastern Technical University, METU being the English acronym, the unicorns use that, and hippogriffs using the Turkish acronym ÖDTÜ. Yeah, good university apparently when it comes to Quidditch.
It is. I also believe that the last game of the unicorns, I believe the majority of the unicorns' goals were scored by female chasers as well.
Well, that's not that unusual for Turkish
Not
teams
for
in that
Turkey.
regard, but yeah, no,
But in
it's
terms
definitely.
of sort of like, especially sort of like more Western Europe,
Yeah, absolutely,
it's- I think that's a great point to sort of like bring up on that.
Yeah, and as well, again, second place and fourth place both going to Turkey. I sadly don't remember now which place ETU Honeybees from Istanbul did. I think they finished in the 9 to 16 range, and then Hacettepe finishing in the 17 to 20 range, if I'm not entirely mistaken. So
That
very,
sounds
very,
feasible.
very good showing by the Turkish teams. We'll be possibly be seeing more Turkish teams next year.
I bet we probably would. I think.
Yeah,
they,
I mean,
they
more than
still
four.
They had
More
still
than
have
four.
their positions, I think.
Yeah,
In the live stream.
yeah.
I believe the medals are currently being handed out outside. We're not able to go to a stream there. There's been a few issues with getting the cables over there, I think. Getting
Yeah,
mics up there.
it's sadly not really possible. You're not really missing much. If you've seen one medal ceremony, you've seen them all. Yeah, and I feel like we're about to wrap it up here as well, Sam, unless you have some final words that you want the viewers to know.
Final words of wisdom from me. Stay pretty, y'all. That's EQC 2019.
Yeah, that was EQC 2019 Division 1. We wish all of you,
A happy Mother's Day here in Belgium.
and good night.